Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Nurul Sabri with metric number 050513. So today I'll be talking about the problems that we identify that lead us to creating this application, which is Bookids. Millions of kids use mobile devices for games and entertainment every single day. Technological progress is ongoing, and the day where kids receive information through TV and also books are long gone. Nowadays, kids have grown up in the era of social network and mobile applications that are used to absorb information or new content from a smartphone. So we at Bosic think that why not we create an educational application that can easily be accessible through the phone. We decided to develop this application because of the lack of apps offered in the market that can be compared to our applications. Based on the data that we collect from our own observations, we can see that kids nowadays seems to have a problem with their fluency in English. And my groupmates and I were inspired to create an application that could help kids to be fluent in reading and listening with just a single click. They can have an access to our application whenever and wherever they are. So the evidence of problems that happen to us or to the community that can be solved with the existence of this application is that one of the most significant events that inspire and lead us to creating this application is based on our experience as an ex-English major students back in our diploma year. We have encountered some problems during our teaching practicum in primary school. We can see that kids these days are not fluent in English, and they also do not like English in general. They seem to be more interested in spending time playing with their phone instead of improving their English. So we think that why can we create an application that is good for their knowledge and at the same time is an interactive and exciting application that can be accessed through their own phone. So our primary concern is that we want to make sure that not only kids can be more fluent in English, but they can also find English as an interesting subject to be learned to, and make sure that it is accessible at the same time as it is just at their own fingertips.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is najwa binti abdul and I'm the project manager for Bookids application. Without wasting our time, let us continue to the advantages of this application. First and foremost, this application is free for all users. Everyone can download it for free. The second advantage is that, and the most special thing about this application is, this is the one and only application that focuses on reading and listening skill for our young children, so they can develop their listening and reading skill through the application. The third advantage of this application is that we have hundreds of stories that read by two storytellers named Aisyah and Yaya. And the last but not least advantage of this application is that it contains interesting features. So I'm sure that every parents and kids will enjoy this application.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is fatihah binti saiful azwal, and my metric number is 050525. For this project, we have decided to create an educational app that is suitable for children who are aged from 4 years old and above. This app is called Bookids, and basically it is an app which we incorporate books for kids. Our main objective in creating this app is to help the kids in developing their reading and listening skill. We are inspired to create this kind of apps because all the team members were from TESOL. In our past experience being an English teacher, we found out that it is very difficult to teach the children to read when they are not really interested. So we decided to create an app that can attract the kids to learn to read in a fun way and in a effective way. This apps is suitable for the parents or the teachers who are going to teach the children to read.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Fatin, Aida, Aina, binti, abdullah. So what I have contributed in this project, of course we do the task together and everyone have their own tasks and have their own contribution, but I lead the making of the storyboard, including the choices of storybooks, the flow of the application, the election of characters who are going to do the voiceover and everything. And I would like to thank my group members for making the storyboard successful and for making the application successful. Thank you.
So my contribution in creating this app is that I have to do the voiceover for the character named Aisyah, and also I have to do some voiceover in certain parts in the apps.
So I will continue the presentation. So for the contribution to the apps, I will be playing the role of voiceover for one of the characters. So regarding to that, I'm doing a voiceover for the character named Yaya. Example. So if the user chooses this character, meaning I am the one who will be doing the storytelling from the presentation part until the production part. In developing these applications, I am given the responsibility to take care of all the materials needed in developing these applications. So my task is to find all the materials needed in completing this project, such as photos, interesting stories, and all the items needed in making sure that the application went smoothly and went the way we wanted it to be.
Continuing to the contribution part, me myself as the project manager created our own characters for this application. When you download this application later, you can see that there's two teachers named Aisyah and Yaya. Those characters is drawn by me and my team members then change it into virtual character.
Okay, my name is Syarifah of this alawi. So I will tell you my contribution towards the project. Okay, so my contribution is my role as a media specialist. I am the media specialist. So as a media specialist, I have to do all the works of editing and coding of the apps. So whenever the others group member want to add something in the apps, I will be in charge of it. So other matters that relates to the media, including to insert the sound, to insert the image, to insert the story, to insert the character, will be in charge of it. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Aida Aina binti Abdullah 050519. I'll be presenting on the progress of our project and what software are we using. Basically, the main software that we use in producing this application is iSpring, of course, because iSpring is very simple and easy to use, and we can get it for free. As for the character, we draw it by hands since one of our group members are very talented in drawings. You can see the outcome of the characters later on in our application. We also record our own voice for the presentation part, which is reading the storybook to the users. I think that is all software that we use. Next, I will show you the progress of our application. The first one is the character. So these are the characters that I mentioned before, that is drawn by one of our group members. There are two characters, which are Yaya and Aisyah, that are going to read the storybook to the users. The next progress is on the choices of storybooks. We have many genres actually, but these are some of them. We have the swan and the crow here, and the second one is a lion and a boar. Move on to the editing part and coding part, or we call it as the most challenging part. It requires a lot of effort and creativity actually, but thanks to Aisyah for volunteering to do this part, and she did it very well. I think that's all for the progress that I can show you. Don't forget to look forward for our application.
Okay, first of all, what is branding? Branding is a marketing technique used by businesses to create a desired image for a product or a company. So this is our company's logo, which is Bookids. So Bookids stands for book and seats of us, since we have 6 members and we sell books. So this one is our logo for our apps, which is Bookids. So the reason why we chose the name Bookids as our application's name is because we make books for the kids. Okay, so it represents our motives and goals. I think by looking at our logo, our consumers can get the gist of our apps right away, as it is very straightforward. So in order to ensure our apps can stay relevant until forever, we will do a marketing that includes advertisement on YouTube, sponsored ads, and on social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and paid reviews made by the celebrities. Okay, now as for the budget, we will appoint one financial manager who will take care of all of the sponsors and income as well as the loss. As for my group member has mentioned before, we received some sponsored from Dr. Sinu Ismail, who is also a director from Digital Durian. From here, we use it as a model to start our business. So by appointing a financial manager, we will ensure that our company is on the right path of going towards a successful road.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syarifah binti Alawi. My metric number is 050241. So I'm going to explain to you on how to use the apps. So first, you have to click the icon of the apps on your phone. And then the company logo will come out first. And then the apps logo will come out second. And then the apps will welcome you into the apps.
Choose your character.
So this is when the user will have to make a choice. The user will have to choose between 2 characters here, which is Aisyah or Yaya.
Hi, my name is Aisyah. Let's have fun together. After the story, there will be a little exercise.
So this is this is when the user pick Aisyah as their guide, and if the user pick Yaya, and Yaya will come out. And also this is the interaction happening between the user and also the character here.
Choose your story. The swan and the crow.
Okay, once again the user will need to make a choice, and there's 2 story here, which is the swan and the crow, or a lion and a boar. And for now, I will choose a lion and a boar.
Once upon a time, in the hot summer, there was a flock of thirsty animals in the forest, and one thirsty.
Okay, so there is a button of a next button and back button. The user can go next and also can go back, just in case the user want to reread the story. Okay, so for now, I will just go next until the moral of the story. I forgot to mention that we have a lot of story here, but for now, our group only put 2 story first.
Which of the animals
Okay, so of course, after the storytelling session, there will be an exercise session to test on the user's knowledge whether they pay attention to the storytelling or not. So I choose lion for this exercise. I choose lion. Okay, let's see.
Correct.
Okay, so when the user pick the correct answer, the correct pop-up will pop up, and also just in case when the user pick the wrong answer, the wrong pop-up will come out and try to motivate the user to do better next time. So after that,
Choose your character.
after that, the user will back to the home page and make the decision one again if they want to use different character. So I think that's all for me, and that is how we planning on to make the apps and how to user will have to use the apps. So thank you.
So, I'm sure that you already watched the demo for our application when we launch it later. We focus on providing users with the best education possible. No matter where they want to excel, our team, Bookids, strive to make sure all users have the best e-learning experience with our application. Of course, none of this would be possible without the generous support from our community. In this video, I especially call out for Mr. Sinan Ismail, the Director of Digital Durian, to donate some money for this project. Our team will make sure that your investment will worth it. We would greatly appreciate if you could contribute some amount of money to Bookids.
For the future plans of the app, we are planning to collaborate with the primary schools in Malaysia in order to assist the teachers to teach their kids, their students in reading English. And also, we are still discussing to launch the apps internationally.
To continue offering our generation a top-notch education, let us all contribute to make this project a successful one. Thank you for your time and for your cooperation.